Hello, my lovely Capricorns, and a very warm welcome to your March 2023 horoscope forecast. Now, I've been saying for a while that March is a big, explosive, power-packed month, and especially for you, Capricorns, because Pluto is briefly going to give us a taste of moving out of your sign and into Aquarius. But let's break down the month for you. On the 3rd of the month, we have got Mercury coming to join Neptune and the Sun in this 3rd house. So this is a really good time for communications of all kinds: writing, speaking, teaching, learning, studying, networking. It's really good for any of these subjects. So if you've got something you want to share, something you want to get out there, a product or a service, a message, this is a great month for it. Now, on the 7th of the month, we've got a full moon happening up here in your 9th house, lovely Capricorns. And wherever the full moon falls, shows you what you need to shine a light on. And so the 9th house has to do with higher learning. Are there some new skills you need to learn? Do you need to up your game in any existing skills? What do you need to learn to add on to your knowledge? It's also a good time for actually publishing something, getting it out into the wider world. It's also shining a light on your spiritual journey. Do you feel as though you have meaning in your life? Do you feel as though you have a purpose, a mission, a destiny? All these things may be triggered by that full moon energy in your 9th house. And it may also trigger a physical move, a relocation, or at the very least, planning some kind of a trip or journey somewhere. Now, the big news is that your ruler on the 8th of this month will go into this 3rd house. So it's been in your 2nd house for the last 3 years. It now goes into your 3rd house for about 3 years. So Saturn in your 3rd house gives you an opportunity to structure your mind, your mental energy in very productive ways. So instead of ideas and things going, wafting over and you don't necessarily follow through with all of them, this Saturn in the 3rd will give you a good follow through. It's a wonderful time for doing a longer course of study, or you may be doing the teaching. But Saturn tends to do something that's long and also brings diplomas, any kinds of qualifications. This is going to be a really good time for that. It's also a really good time for building up a solid community, maybe around you in your neighborhood or further wider online globally. But if you're wanting to put yourself onto YouTube, Facebook, get yourself known, grow an audience, this Saturn in the 3rd would really add impetus to that desire. Now, on the 17th of the month, we've got Venus coming to join Uranus in your 5th house. This can bring romance suddenly, unexpectedly, when you're least looking for it. It's also wonderful for any kind of new project, a new idea that you think, oh, I like this, I enjoy this. Let me see how I can develop it further. It may bring something creative for you. It may bring you working with children or young people, or bringing more of the child out within you. On the 20th of the month, we have got Mercury coming into this 4th house. And on the 21st, the Sun and a lovely new moon. So a lot of activity as we move through the month, Capricorns, into this 4th house. So the 4th house is your home. You might be expanding your home, growing it. There may be a new home, a move of home, or a renewal of your existing abode. You might be updating, upgrading, painting, just generally maybe tarting things up a little bit. But this brings new beginnings for family relationships, maybe for some healing, or at the very least, a new perspective, maybe on an old or past situation. And the 24th of the month, we have got Pluto going out of your first house and into your second house, where it will stay until June. It will briefly, for a few months, go back into your sign, but then in the beginning of 2024, it will go into your second house, where it will stay until 2044. So it's a long transit, but it is always most noticeable when it's making the transition. So likelihood is now March, April, and again at the beginning of 24 will be a big time, end of 23, 24. So Pluto in the second, what does this mean? Pluto in the second is about taking your power with respect to money, abundance, prosperity, riches, wealth. What do riches mean for you? How can you use them? What are your important values? Are you living by those values? It's a great time to make a huge amount of money, actually, with Pluto there. The challenge would be not to take out too much debt. Debt may be an issue with Pluto, but there's an opportunity for a massive amount of money to accrue to you. It's also great for developing your skills, your talents, your gifts, and taking things onto a deeper, more profound, more meaningful frequency level. It's exciting. Finally, on the 26th, Mars will go into your 7th house, encouraging you to put energy and focus into relationships, both intimate and business. So don't wait around, don't wait for a phone call, don't wait for this or that or the other. Be proactive. Mars says, I'm going, I'm off. So take action in those areas of relationships where it's needed. So I wish you a wonderful month, my lovely Capricorns, and I thank you for liking, subbing, commenting, and sharing. Bye for now.